What's up? Yo, it's the gangsta. Hey man, I'm here to tell you that you need to pay your tithe. That's right. Cause see, if you ain't paying your tithe, anything you spend money on is an idol. And like an offering to the devil. If you ain't paying your tithe, anything you spend money on is like an offering to the devil. Let me say that one more time. If you ain't paying your tithe, any dollar you spend is like an offering to the devil. Don't make me say it again. All right, so look it. Here's how it works. If you got a choice between buying that brand new pair of Nike shoes and paying your tithe, well, if you pay your tithe, then you're putting God first. But if you buy them Nike shoes, guess what? They just became an idol in your life, something that you're putting before and ahead of God. Let me give you another example. Let's say your son goes to jail, and you have to decide whether to bail him out or pay your tithe. Because, see, you ain't got enough money to pay your tithe and bail him out. Now, if you decide to bail him out of jail, then good for him. He gets out of jail free, and guess what? You just robbed God, and your son become your idol. And then once he's your idol, he's gonna get in your house, because where's he gonna go? He just got out of jail. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna go live at your house, and he's gonna bring his drugs and his friends and his music and his party lifestyle right to your house. And you're gonna be crying saying, God, I should have left him in jail. He's gonna be bringing ungodly women and prostitutes into your house. And then get mad at you when you try to rebuke him. Act like you did him wrong. When all you did, you bailed him out, and you got him then, you did that, and you did that, and you're doing all this stuff for your little idol. And you should have just paid your tithe. You should have just given an offering. You know what? You'd be sitting there thinking 2 weeks later, man, he'd still be in jail. I would be living in a peaceful house. Not only that, but he probably would have got saved in jail. See, like when Jonah was in the belly of a whale, that was like jail. And he's sitting there in the belly of a whale thinking, man, I'm going to obey God from now on. I'll go to Nineveh, God. Just get me out of this whale belly. Just get me out of this situation, God, and I'll serve you. Just help me, God, and I'll serve you. Get me out of this situation, and I'll serve you. So that was his answer for getting saved. But you went and bailed him out. Oh, my poor son. That's like if you were to read the book of Jonah, and here's Jonah swimming in the ocean, and all of a sudden here comes Mama in a kayak. Come on, Jonah, I'll help you out. You don't have to go to Nineveh. Just come on home with Mama. I'm going to help you. Well, guess what? Mama just prevented him from getting saved. Because it was in jail that he would have sat there saying, oh God, if you get me out of this, I'll serve you. Jesus, please help me. And right as he was about to start calling on God, they called him up. Yeah, your mama just bailed you out. You're free. Mama's taking care of her baby. Mama's going to breastfeed Jonah some more. Jonah's 20 years old, going to keep breastfeeding the rest of his life. Oh, if I don't help him, he won't love me anymore. And I'm his mama. Sounds like you got an idolatry problem, ma'am. But Junior is still not saved. And I'm doing everything I can. Stop doing anything. Take the money you would normally give to him and give it to God and believe in faith that God will do something. Man, you messing up your own life. Ain't nothing anybody can do for you until you start putting God first. And start rebuking your idols. Get your idols out of your life. And you know what? If 7 or 8 different preachers from behind the pulpit have said the same thing, and yet you continue to disobey God, so ain't nothing anybody can do for you. Good luck to you. You're held accountable, and your sons will die for their sins, just like Eli. Eli's sons died for their sins, and Eli lost the ministry and the priesthood and his life. So it's time to put God first. Make sure you're paying your tithe, giving your offerings, and anything that's drawing on your finances more than God is an idol. And you need to cut it off and redivert those finances to God's place. And by faith, believe that God would do a miracle. When's the last time you had a major testimony of what God did? And I'm not talking about what God does also for unbelievers. See, that's one thing. Some Christians, they'll give a testimony. Meanwhile, in the Buddhist church next door, somebody testifying the same exact testimony for Buddha. Down the street at the mosque, there's somebody else talking about how Allah did the same thing. That ain't a miracle. That's just the natural way. That's just God's basic mercy for all mankind. A miracle is when God does something beyond what he does for an unbeliever or somebody who follows a false religion. So stop testifying like it's a miracle. It's a miracle. I can't believe it. You know, even if you win the lottery, you know, most of the people who win the lottery aren't even saved. Don't stand here and tell me, it's a miracle. I won $10,000 lottery. Ain't no miracle. I ain't impressed by your miracle. I want to testify. The Holy Spirit touched my son. 2 days later, he was smoking cigarettes and drinking, bringing girls home to the house. He still ain't saved, but the Holy Spirit touched him. That ain't no testimony. Man.